Invited guest, please welcome feature writer at IndieWire, Alison Foreman.
Okay. We hear the wilderness, and the wilderness hears us. How are we feeling? Oh, that was a hell of an episode, and I think we need some people up here who can help us process what we just saw. So can I get a big buzz for Sophie Thatcher? Buzz. Can we get Sophie Nélisse? Can I get Liv Hewson, please? Buzz. Can I get Samantha Hanratty? And last but not least, can we get Courtney Eaton up here, please?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Hi. An episode, you guys. I mean, what a reception. People love this show. Talk to me about this finale for season 3 and reacting to this script and the rescue. And we're reacting. How did you react when you found out?
Kind of like you guys.
Like this was a really big emotional one for all of us, I think. I mean, like the episode's called Full Circle for a reason. Like it's incredibly charged. We were all excited about it and looking forward to it. And I remember when the script landed in everybody's inboxes, we were all just like hunched over reading it, being like, "Are you up to the bit? Do you know what happens? I'm not up there yet. Don't tell me what happens." And it's been wonderful finally getting to release it to all of you guys. So and even just like standing up the back watching Sophie Thatcher like stand on the mountaintop in a theater full of people. That's amazing. Like we're so lucky.
And now you know what I was smiling about. I was helping my girl. It's literally incredible. I mean, filming the pilot, and I was out there in Mammoth almost 6 years ago, and now kind of getting to know what now we all know. I was just so excited and shocked and jaw on the floor, and also still trying to process everything that happened because I love Alexa too much, and Mari, yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Pick girl. Come on.
Yeah, epic death.
Yeah, what's really interesting is I think people assume that we know more than you guys, but we kind of really don't. Like we would get
Same
the scripts maybe a week before shooting every episode. And so even like we had the same questions all of you guys did. And I remember every time we would be put in like the pink Converse, we were like, "Oh, you're next." So we were all, I guess, also reassured that we weren't getting killed off when we read we have counterparts, so I guess it would be hard for us to die, but
You never know in
you never know.
Well.
It was interesting to filming what stitches together season 3 and the pilot. Like I remember getting ready to film this sequence, and I put the pilot on the TV and like stood in front of it and watched the cold open, being like, okay, and then I stand over the pit, and then I tilt my head to the side, and then I turn over this shoulder. Like it was fun, sort of revisiting where we started.
You're so cool. You're so epic.
That's so great. That pilot will be remembered as one of the best episodes of television ever made, without question. And this finale is going to be up there too. But when you were making it, did you know that you were making such a historic piece of TV and that something that was so good that people would freak out about recreating it? Like getting credit for a remake is pretty big. I mean,
I don't know, it's hard. I think you see with our writers and creators the magic and the excitement that they have and put towards this, that even when I remember the first season, we all had to commit to like howling, and we all looked around and be like, "Are we doing this? Let's just commit."
Like Lottie tames a bear with her mind.
But I think Bart, Ashley, and Jonathan have just done like an amazing job of guiding everyone through and walking this really interesting line. I don't know.
I feel like it's bad to say this, but yeah, like I felt like it was going to be incredible from the pilot because auditioning and reading the pilot, I wanted it so bad. I was like, I need to be a part of this show. And so I think I've always had faith that it was going to be incredible because I knew how I felt reading it, and I knew that like other people have to have to be able to understand like the love I have for this, and it's kind of cool to see it come to life.
Yeah, I remember thinking, like, even at the very beginning, like, just if we pull this off, it's gonna be incredible. Like, this show has such a specific voice, and it's so unique and so special. And if we land the plane, it's gonna be fantastic. So it's amazing to see people respond to it positively.
We opened up the question of tonight's panel to Reddit, and it was unreal how many people had things to say. And so a couple of the most popular questions we're going to ask now. One for you, Sophie, or our Shauna. Talk to me a little bit about the experience of going from being one of the most beloved, the hero of the show, perhaps to being one of the most hated people on television today. What was
Everyone
that like?
hates me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I still have some little Shauna supporters out there. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, no offense, I don't really read the Reddit comments, which I think is like just really good for my sanity and mental health. So I try to stay off of it, because if I did read how many people hated my character, I maybe would go down a dark path. So, but I've been told that people are hating her.
They love her. They love hate her.
But I personally love a villain. You know, and I think the creators of the show have done such an amazing job at carving a path for her that makes so much sense that she is where she's at. And because you've seen these previous 2 seasons where she's undergone so much trauma, so much grief, so much loss, it doesn't make what she's doing okay, but it makes it understandable and relatable in a way that I still have a lot of empathy for her, and I still want to root for her, because to me, she's just someone that needs to be loved, and she just needs to find a way to forgive herself, and she's just coping in the only way that she can without having any of the tools and support around her.
An emotionally complicated Antler Queen. Inverse of that question, Sammy, what's it like to see Misty go from being this character that everybody was justifiably very upset with to being this person that people really root for?
Yeah, we really switched places here.
How does it feel?
I mean, it feels good. But also, I love playing a I guess, quote unquote, villain, because it's my job to get people to understand why she does what she does. And I think that's why I love Misty, is she is so messy and complicated and desperate for love. And I can relate to that in so many ways. So yeah, I mean, I don't like cut people's body parts off, but you know, not all the time at least. But yeah, no, I love that people are starting to see this other side of Misty, and that people are starting to, our fan base, appreciate some of the things that she's capable of doing. And I think the trial was really a turning point for her. And yeah. We didn't win, you guys, okay? We didn't win, but somebody sabotaged it.
Don't look at me.
Yeah. But no, I love Misty so much, and I'm just really, really happy with where things are going, and I'm scared to see what's to come.
Another question from Reddit for Liv and for Courtney. Seeing what happens to your characters in the future, what was your reaction to the fate of your characters?
Oh, everyone,
They're not ready.
It means you cared about them if you're this upset that they have left, and our writers have done an amazing job. Also, you never know who's going to haunt in the Yellowjackets world and universe, and yeah, there's Jackie. But no, it's always sad. I think I'm still in denial, so I'm in my head, Simone is going to haunt me, and we're just going to be doing scenes together in season 4, just us two. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I went home and cried for sure, in a big way. But like, again, because I care about it so much, and because I love this character so much, and I think we're very lucky that like this show offers us a narrative device in which like the two halves of these characters can speak to each other and can be together. So being able to play Van, not only share Van with Lauren, but play Van with Lauren in scenes together as part of this show was like such a special experience for me as an actor, and I'm so grateful to have done that. I'm so grateful to her for the work that she did playing Van. Like I am very proud of like the journey that we've been on with this character. So it was meaningful to me.
We got to talk about Nat. Come on. I mean, the hero of the season and the hero of the story in such a big way, and kind of this, big, finally getting it across the goal moment. It talked to me a little bit, Sophie, about the experience of realizing that Nat was not going to be the Antler Queen. I recently heard you say that you thought she was always too good to be the Antler Queen. What does that mean?
She has too much humanity. She has a moral compass where I think everyone else in the show is lacking it. Sorry. But it just wasn't an option for her. She believes in fairness and equality, and you saw that from the pilot in little ways, that she couldn't hold on to that. She's dark, but not that dark.
What do you keep looking at me for?
I'm like, shut up.
It feels very directed.
And just because we mention it, we talk about people coming back on this show, whether in the form of a ghost or a vision, or just because it's told non-linearly. Sammy, I recently heard you talk about the loss of our dear coach Ben. Feeling so difficult. We all love Steven Kruger.
Steven?
When you think about, the future of the show, I mean, do you root for the hope of getting to reunite with those people? Is that always the experience on this show?
Always hoping for that. Unfortunately, Misty is, I think, one of the only ones who hasn't seen herself or seen her past self or seen visions or ghosts, or I haven't been visited by anybody. And
She's crazy enough.
And neither is adult Misty. She doesn't see anybody really. We don't have
I feel
that.
like you have enough voices in your head already. Yeah. That's why.
Me or Misty. But yeah, I really want Nuha, who plays Crystal, to come back and sing a little song in my ear. But to have Steven, if we could ever have his presence grace our set again, that would be incredible, because he is truly phenomenal. And I think this season was so good. He deserves all the awards. He was absolutely amazing.
Because you haven't had the opportunity to act opposite Christina Ricci yet. Yeah. I was recently with a couple of you at her Walk of Fame star acceptance, which was very exciting. And she said something to me which I thought was really interesting. She said, I love seeing our young performers. I love what they're doing. They're such strong individuals, and they're so self-possessed, so talented, and to see the very specific personas that they're taking on and representing really fills me with joy. In the 90s, that's the kind of teenager I was. I was punk rock, and I liked the things that were not trendy, and I just had a very strong identity. I have always respected the stars who have that. What does it mean to you to have legends like Melanie Lynskey and Christina Ricci looking at you as this like punk rock next phase for Hollywood? Like, you're the coolest thing happening in LA tonight, and that's a cool thing. That's cool.
I'm not that cool. Oh my God, thanks. I think that I feel so honored to be on the show with these incredible women who have paved the way to making it a safer, better environment for us to be on set. And I think that she's fucking amazing. And sorry, excuse my language. And I just, I'm not that cool, but I would love to be punk rock one day.
I mean, they're icons. They're legends. And that means the world to me. Like, it really means everything. And I've never heard that before, so thank you for relaying that. That's really sweet.
We worship those women, like we at any given moment we are this close to printing their heads on T-shirts for us all to wear. Like
our group chat has just photos of that. We are weirdly obsessed with them as much as everyone else is obsessed with them.
And they just also said, like, yes, as like professionals, their work speaks for itself, and I look up to them so much, but also as like humans. Yeah. Like Melanie leads the show with such grace and generosity, and I've never met someone that no one can say a single bad thing about Melanie. She's like a mom to all of us. She goes the extra mile to make sure we're taken care of, that we feel comfortable, that we're listened to. And so, yeah, just on the human level as well, I feel like they've taught us all so much.
Yeah, I have to shout out Christina again, because going into this season pregnant and being pregnant throughout the whole season, not many people can say they've done that on our show, but Christina has. And so not only has she been a great friend and a great mentor and somebody that I've looked up to my whole life, but then to also be able to do that on like a mom level was really special and really cool.
Let's get a round of applause for the rest of the Yellowjackets cast, please. Okay, so we're almost out of time, but in the spirit of allowing the wilderness to choose in this packed house, we don't have time to do audience questions, but we did pick, I'm sorry, I saw a couple hands, and I appreciate that gumption. We did pick someone ahead of time. Can I get this evening's Antler Queen to please stand and ask a question for me? Ashley Lyle. I'm sorry, is that executive producer of Yellowjackets, Ashley Lyle? Here with a question for her cast. Please, Ashley.
Okay, so huge fan of all of you. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I know on this show there's this question of the supernatural versus the rational and does it exist, and we don't know. But if it did exist and you had to sacrifice someone to the wilderness to get home tonight, who would it be?
Our creator of the show, Ashley Lyle.
I had some free beer. But also I want to know. I think we all want to know. It doesn't have to be one of you, though. You can be anyone.
I'll sacrifice myself to just get us through this.
We'll sacrifice ourselves. Oh, you would. My God. 5 minutes.
No one's
Feel the pain.
I wouldn't sacrifice myself to.
I know you wouldn't. That's why I'm doing it.
I would lay my head down. Yeah. Chop it off.
on the stump.
Like we have to kill him?
Like eat him and everything.
Like I don't know. It could be like a cut, like it could be.
Well, I mean,
slit of the wrist or something.
it would be hard to start a fire in here, so.
I don't know. We're Yellowjackets.
They gave me so little time to come up with a question.
Well,
Really put us in a spot.
well, I guess we'd have to draw cards about it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Well, now that we've gotten through the death threat portion of the evening, Ashley, before you give that mic back, can you tell me why do I recognize two of the people seated with you?
That's because I'm sitting with Ashley Sutton, who plays Hannah. A slightly deeper cut, but I'm sitting with May Apple Tam, who plays Desiree the Divorcee, y'all. Which is very exciting. And I'm also sitting here with Rich Monahan, who is one of our writers. And Jeff Israel, who is our editor, and Craig and Anna, who are our composers.
Ashley, thank you for this incredible show. Can we get another round of applause for Ashley? It has been an amazing night with the Yellowjackets cast here at Vidiots, but before we go, we're going to do one more rapid fire before you guys get out of here. It's hard, in the spirit of the next couple, months, we're going to be missing a show that we all love so much. Whether you're missing your favorite show or missing your homoerotic best friend,